The BJP is already preparing for the 2027, and this time, the biggest test is Uttar Pradesh. The state's 403 assembly seats will decide who controls Lucknow, but the political importance of Uttar Pradesh goes to far beyond the state. The 2024 Lok Sabha election showed the BJP that its once strong position in UP can be challenged. And now, almost a year before the assembly election, the party has begun changing the way its organization will fight the next battle. Smriti Irani is back in the national organization. Vinod Tawade has been given responsibility for Uttar Pradesh. And the party is recalibrating its social outreach and making changes to its digital machinery. So, is this just an organizational reshuffle? Or BJP quietly is building its 2027 election strategy? Hello and welcome viewers, you're watching the Sunday Guardian and I'm Ashi. And today we are looking beyond the headlines and trying to understand the political and calculation behind the BJP's latest organizational changes. Let's understand the strategy step by step. To understand this reshuffle, we first have to understand why Uttar Pradesh is so important for the BJP. UP has 403 assembly constituencies and 80 Lok Sabha seats, and it is India's most politically significant state that has played a central role in the BJP's rise over the last decade. But 2024 Lok Sabha elections changed the political picture. The BJP won 33 out of UP's 80 Lok Sabha seats. The Samajwadi Party won 37 and the Congress won 6. But for the BJP, this was a major setback compared with its earlier performance in the state, and more importantly, the result showed the BJP's electoral formula in Uttar Pradesh is not automatically guaranteed to work every time, and the opposition was able to consolidate its support. Caste equations played an important role also, and the local issues also mattered. So the BJP now has a simple problem to solve. It has to rebuild its organization before it enters the 2027 assembly election. And that explains why the party is now making the changes. The first major change is the return of Smriti Irani to BJP's national organization. Irani has been appointed National General Secretary. She brings her years of electoral and organizational experience along with a strong public profile. For the BJP, she can be useful on two fronts. The first is cadre mobilization. The second is voter outreach, and particularly among the women. Women have become the increasingly important voting bloc in Indian election. The BJP has also built a significant part of its political messaging around welfare schemes and direct benefits aimed at women. Having a prominent women leader like Smriti Irani in an organizational role can therefore strengthen the political outreach, and this is the only side of the strategy. And the second major appointment is even more directly connected to the election management. Vinod Tawade has been made the BJP's election in charge for the Uttar Pradesh with Jagdish Patel as the co-in charge. And this appointment tells us something about how the BJP wants to fight the 2027 election. The BJP's strategy in Uttar Pradesh is likely to be built around one word: the organization. And in this state with 403 assembly seats, a campaign cannot depend only on a big rallies and senior leaders. The party needs people working at the constituency and the booth level. That means the identifying areas where the BJP is weak. And the BJP needs someone who can translate the central leadership's strategy into actual ground level election management. So this is not simply about the appointing another senior leader. It is about tightening the chain between Delhi, Lucknow and the individual constituency. But the organization alone is not enough. The BJP also needs to look at its social coalition. The organization alone is not enough. The BJP also needs to look at its social coalition. The Pradesh politics has been heavily influenced by caste. The BJP's success over the last decade came partly from building a coalition that went beyond its traditional voter base. The party made significant inroads among non-Yadav, OBC communities, Jatav Dalits and several other social groups. But the opposition has also been working on its own social coalition. The Samajwadi Party has enhanced its outreach among the different OBC groups and other section of voters. And in 2024 results showed that the caste arithmetic can once again become a major factor in UP politics. So the BJP's challenge is not simply to retain its existing voters. And there is another part of BJP's social strategy that can deserve attention. The party's outreach towards the Pasmananda Muslims. The BJP has been trying to reach the section of Muslim community, particularly Pasmananda Muslim, as part of its attempt to expand its social base. The political calculation here is quite clear. The BJP does not necessarily need to win the support of the entire Muslim community. Even the limited shifts among different communities can matter in closely fought constituencies, but this strategy cannot work only through speeches and senior leaders. The BJP is trying to convert political messaging into a permanent ground presence. And there is another battlefield where the party wants to enhance the message, the digital space. The BJP has also changed its social media structure. Amit Malviya has been replaced as the head of the social media department, with Deepak Mahaski taking over the responsibility. Anil Baluni continues as media in charge along with other communication functionaries. At first glance, this may appear unrelated to Uttar Pradesh, but it is not. Political communication today happens as much on the smartphones as it does through the traditional rallies and television. WhatsApp groups, YouTube videos, Instagram reels and posts on X can shape political conversation within a minute. And Uttar Pradesh is a particularly important market for this kind of political communication, and because of its size and diversity, a message that works in the western Uttar Pradesh may not work in eastern Uttar Pradesh, and urban voters may have to completely different concerns from the rural voters. Now, if we put all these pieces together, the BJP's broader strategy becomes easier to understand. Instead of treating Uttar Pradesh as one large political unit, the party has to look at its 403 individual contests. Every constituency has its own caste equation, its own local leadership, its own issues and its own political history. And that is where the real challenges lies. But there is one important question. Will this organizational overhaul actually translate into votes? And that is something only 2027 election will answer, because the BJP is not only a party preparing. The Samajwadi Party will try to rebuild its 2024 Lok Sabha performance. The Congress will have to decide how it approaches the next election and what role alliances play. Other regional and smaller parties can also influence the outcome in individual constituencies, and the BJP itself has to manage anti-incumbency, candidate selection and local dissatisfaction. So the new organizational structures gives the party a framework, but the framework still has to produce result on the ground. Thank you for watching.